Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV. Cat.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Wednesday night stream on this hump day, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. I'm your host with the most, Ranger Jade 1999, and look what I found wandering the halls of Capital Games. It's the one and only Salacious B CG Crumb Mini.
Hello there, Ranger. How are you doing?
Hello there. How are you, my friend?
Doing good. Thanks for having me on again. Always a pleasure to be here.
Always glad to have you. Been a busy day, I'm sure, for you out there in CG land.
As always.
Just a little bit, right? So today, normally we have a certain format for the stream, but we're going to change things up a little bit. Today, we're going to cover the news. We got Crumb to cover the news while we do it. So we're going to spend about 35 minutes covering the news. Then we're going to take a quick pause, and then we're going to go do GAC with Crumb. What a way to spend a Wednesday. Yay! Before I do that, we won't do any spoilers, but how about that episode 6 book?
I really wanted to talk about that,
I
but
know.
I can't.
You can't.
Holy moly.
My sweet mother of God.
What a banger.
Oh my, it's, words are hard. They really are. I was just sitting there the whole time like this. So much wholesome goodness in one show.
One of my coworkers that I normally watch it like at midnight with, and we like text back and forth with each other as we're watching it. They weren't able to watch this week's at midnight, so I watched it without them, and I immediately texted them being like, "You need to watch this right now so I can talk to you about it. Like, please do
God,
this."
Be a good friend. Be a good friend. I have to talk to someone about this. Yeah, I woke up this morning and people were already messaging me. Have you watched Book of Boba Fett yet? I'm like, man, I just woke up, man. And they're like, watch it now. I'm like, all right. And I mean, I expected good things, right? But I was not expecting this. Man, I was blown away, dude. I don't
want to set expectations too high, but it was the things I guessed happened. Most of them did. And then a lot of other stuff happened that I did not guess at all.
No, sir. Boy, I tell you what, man. God in heaven. It was so much. So, all right. So that being said, what we're going to do today, we're going to cover the news. We got Crumb with us. We're going to do this. Now, I'm not going to do any Q&A tonight because, for the last 3 days, I've been streaming like 4 hours a day. But we're mainly going to cover the news. Crumb can give his insights on things, of course, because he's the Salacious B. Crumb. And we're going to do that, go through the news real quick with you guys, and then we're going to go do some GAC. So it's a great way to spend a Wednesday. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Crumb's channel for Twitch. I need to put that in the damn. I should have that in there.
Just SB Crumb. It's really nice and easy.
Yeah, it's not
no
hard
underscores
to find.
or anything.
Yeah, SB Crumb. It's not hard. I'm sure someone.
No spaces, no nothing.
Skewer step up. I know someone will link it in there for me. Come on. I got tons of mods in there. Let's go. Make it happen. So yeah, I was like flipping over like, oh, I don't need to do that. That being said, I will look at some questions from the chat, but I want to get to the news. We'll get your insights from Crumb. Mr. Bones says, can't wait for the review of Conquest 13 feats. Listening, I think they're pretty good, actually. I'm actually happy about the Conquest feats this time. So, there you go. That's my thoughts. Yes, I'm the dad. What? GSC Fight Night? Yeah, we're definitely gonna do crumbs now. Depending on if the GSC Whisper, because I like to do mine with him. We would do mine tomorrow, because I mean, I gotta have the. He hates.
Totally understandable.
He hates when I attack without him, even though I win. He just likes to be there. So like, Ranger, you suck. Like, shut up, dude.
Positive thinking, Ranger. Positive thinking.
I know, positive thinking. I'm positive that I'll be thinking when I'm doing the fights. I'll tell you that much. But say hi to everybody in the chat. Say hi to each other. If you have some questions, we'll look at a few. But I want to get into the news. We've got the perfect man of the hour to cover with this with Crumb, and then we'll cover the news, because there's a few things we'll cover with this. We've got and mainly we'll get it through the content update, which I'm pulling up right now for today. And look what's up there initially there, Crumb. It's the Tie Interceptor prototype. Well. Looks like Dojafet wrote this post, Crumb. Taken over.
True, he did. I can confirm that.
Yes, that is true. All right, so
I don't know why your monitor always shows extra spaces on the forums. Like, every time I see it, I go like, why are there 2 spaces between like High Hollow Heroes and today's update? And it's not how it looks like to me, and it's not how the formatting of the forums is set up. So
I don't know.
I don't know what witchcraft you have in your browser that's going on there, but it always freaks me out. So there you go, Ranger. You got me back. You get me back. Instead of me getting you all flustered every time I see this, I go, crap. Do we mess something up in the forum notes? But no.
This is the power of the dark side of the force. Okay. So I'm going to read through this. We'll give you some thoughts and things. We definitely will talk about the Tie Interceptor, me being the infamous beta tester. Now that it's out, Crumb, I can say some stuff about it. I don't have to sweat it every time I'm with Crumb, like dropping some bombs on my ass. Oh, God. I always have to worry about that. Oh, there we go. We might do my GAC tonight. Perfect. We'll go to Crumb stream, because look who it is. It's the GAC Whispered Think I Railed the 4th Okage.
Hello there. What's going on?
You sound like you just did a teleportation ninjutsu to get here.
Kind of.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So there we go. Let's see here. So let's start with hi, Hollow Table Heroes. Hi, Doja. It says today's update brings the speedy and nimble Tie Interceptor prototype to the Hollow Tables. With Second Sister as its pilot, the Tie Interceptor provides a boost to Empire fleets. Along with the Tie Interceptor, Princess Leia will be getting an Omicron ability. Darth Vader's Tie Advance is getting a touch-up. Some shard shuffling. Multiple fixes and updates have been implemented, and more. Let's get into the news. I'm Ted Koppel. The news here says, new Conquest unit. You don't say, Doja. Well. Tie Interceptor will be the new Conquest attainable unit. Keep an eye on the forums for more information. So we'll get to that when we get to the Conquest stuff. Tie Advance kit touch-up. Tie Advance is getting a touch-up to its kit. The new final tier of advanced targeting system now reads as, at the start of the battle, if all Empire allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith and Tie Interceptor is in reinforcements, allied enemy capital ship cooldowns are reduced by 1, including call reinforcement. Interesting. Well. Look at what we found here. I really like that change. We'll talk about this in a second. Conquest Special Path. We've highlighted and added a description in the modifier tab to provide players with more information about the Conquest Special Path. Note, the link provided currently takes players to the Conquest 11 Special Path and Data Disk page. It will be updated to link to a Conquest 13 Data Disk page once that becomes available. Any word on when that might happen in the next couple days before Conquest starts here, their Salacious B. Crumb?
Yeah, that's the hope. I know Doja's working on it to try and get that out as soon as possible. Okay. So as soon as we can, we'll get that added there for sure.
And so I'm sure the other questions that'll be asked is the touch-up to Vader's kit. That was felt that was something that was necessary with the addition of the Tie Interceptor to the now more powerful Empire fleet. I don't know how else to put it. Cooldowns reduced by 1. My God, you madman! What are you thinking?
Yeah, I definitely think the Tie Interceptor definitely goes on an Empire fleet with probably Chimera is probably the best fit for it.
Yes, it's Chimera.
At least that's our sort of estimate for it, at least. But I'm sure our players will find all sorts of fun ways to use that ship. We wanted to touch with the TIE Advance because just the way our system works and how we wanted to make sure there was reduced cooldowns and we don't normally have abilities that are in reinforcements actually impact the battle like at the start of battle because they're like concept is like the ship's not there, right? It's in reinforcements, going to come out. So we wanted a ship like TIE Advance to take that place and still have that ability somewhere as part of the kit. But and we knew that people are going to probably have the TIE Advance. If they're running a Chimera fleet, you're probably running Vader's ship, of course. So that's why it's kind of like odd that it's on another ship, but that's why we did it that way.
Hey, we'll take anything we can get. Oh, Fatality says, question, can I poke Crumb to get rid of those 14 battles in Conquest? Trust me, I poked Crumb enough about that. He knows my feelings. I don't have to poke him at all. And then
so the 14 battles are back?
Yeah, they're back.
Oh, okay. Well, someone's not helping Crumb with the series anymore.
Well, but they did a good job. They did actually. I looked at the Conquest feats, and we'll get to them. I actually liked what they did. They went to generalized feats. I'm totally happy about this, Crumb. You guys are listening, and I just want to let the community know you're listening because
we are. Yeah, I hear your feedback, Fatality, and everyone else who's been giving it. Like, yes. I pass it along every time I hear it.
Yes. And then he puts up with my ranting and raving like a lunatic that I am. Shards shuffled. Now, this is something I want to ask about. Dark Talon shards are now farmable from Cantina 7G. They replace Jedi Anakin shards, which can still be farmed from Darkside 3E hard and Darkside 1B hard. Now, that's 3 out of the 4 characters in Cantina, baby. That's got to be a conscious choice. Y'all did this on purpose because Cantina is a faster farm than hard nodes, right?
No. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Well, no.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
No. 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 Like the community. Like this is what I'll say. The community is not happy about that because it takes away from relic. It takes away from relic farming.
Well,
I'm telling you, Ranger. No, go.
It's no different than when you got get farms and you had to go get the get characters. You couldn't get 1 and get 2 with that, man. It's no different.
No, Ranger. I'm sorry.
Well, you go with your community. I'll go with mine, and I think that's a damn good move because I can't. Hard nodes. Horrible. No, it's great. It's fantastic. No. Even in my guild, which are all whales, they're like, yeah, this is a bit much, like for the free to play community. What? Well, get the Krakens out of here. We already bought the characters, man.
No, dude, Ranger. I am not kidding. This is not a good move at all. Like this is anything that takes away from relic farming it like is really slowing down and hindering the rest of people's rosters. I'm telling you, people are not happy.
I don't know. I think it's for free to play. I think it's a fantastic move. I mean,
no, for free to play it's horrible. For whales, like it doesn't matter because it's going to buy characters anyways. But for free to play, no, it's really hindering people.
I don't know. I disagree. I think it's a good move. I think
not
after farming enough hard nodes in my life, spending years on certain hard nodes, that I can say without a doubt that instead of
you bought all the Cantina too, so you don't feel the impact of
I just do 300 crystals is not that big a deal if I'm going in for those characters. You know me, I'm hyper focused, brother. You know, so I mean,
no, I'm telling you, it's not a good move. People are not happy.
Well, Crumb, you've heard both sides of the argument. There you go.
I think this highlights how complicated it is to release characters on nodes because there's so many different factors that affect different people at different stages of the game, and like it's good for some people sometimes, it's bad for others sometimes, and it's like there's no, and especially with how the nodes are getting so dense with characters, we also don't want to make like a single node that has like a bunch of characters on it because then that'd be the only node you'd farm. Would be outsized in value to the rest of them there, you know, so trying to keep them all balanced, but also like making sure we're releasing new characters in the spaces that are able to be farmed. It's a challenge to say the least for sure. And I think the difference in opinions here, I say again, highlights the challenge we have of just like trying to find the right spot for this is difficult.
No, we're all about finding the right spot. So there you go. All right, characters and ships. Well, look what we found here. A TIE Interceptor prototype. It says the original Tie Interceptor. CG found it, they dusted it off, and brought it into the game. So we have two things we'll get to here in a second. I'm going to go through the rest of the news, but we'll look at the kit reveal for the Tie Interceptor. And, of course, Princess Leia got an Omicron, so we'll look at that as well. Fixes. I'm going through this real quick. Anything that stands up? Fix an issue with which the Mandalorian Beskar Chewbacca could still be the... Okay, that's not really event. Okay, those are all event issues. Okay. Known issues. General known issues can be found at the development tracker. There's some more here. Tie Interceptor's unique description does not currently mention the duration of foresight, and also does not specify ally faction requirements at the start of the battle. A future update will change the descriptions to state the following: when an Empire, Inquisitors, or Sith ally reinforces, Tie Interceptor prototype gains foresight. Whenever Tie Interceptor prototype critically hits an enemy, if all enemies are Empire, Inquisitors, or Sith, the allied capital ship gains 5% turn meter. All right, there we go. Also, the Tie Interceptor's in-game portrait is currently low resolution. This will be fixed in a future update. So, okay. Well, you got 3 months. I think you guys might get it taken care of, Crumb, between now and then. That might happen.
It should honestly be the next update. It was just a couple things that weren't able to make it in by this release.
Well, you got time. It's a Conquest reward.
Yeah, no one's going to get their hands on it for a little while.
Yeah, just be a little bit. All right, let's go to the kit reveal here. We're going to talk about this ship. The Tie Interceptor prototype. Unit name Tie Interceptor prototype. I'm just going to call it the Tie Interceptor. Alignment Dark, it's Empire Attacker. Inquisitorious crew is, of course, Second Sister. It says an Imperial fast-attacking craft that is nimble as it is deadly. Second Sister force powers allow her to perform maneuvers many would consider unnatural. There you go. Basic. I'm going to read through these real quick, guys, so you guys can see it. And then I'll talk about my experience with the ship and give you some thoughts on it. Basic LS9.3 laser cannons. Quad laser cannons, gotta love it. Final text, deal physical damage to target enemy twice. So it's just a pew pew, and then a pew pew. Target lock, this attack can't be evaded. That's true. Special auto thruster maneuvers. Deal physical damage to target enemy and gain foresight for 2 turns. If Tie Interceptor prototype already has foresight, it instead grants a random ally foresight for 2 turns. Target lock. Dispelled target lock can deal 50% more damage. Special number 2, Ruthless Pursuit, cooldown of 5. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Gain Ruthless, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented, and give target enemy and all Jedi enemies pursue target until the end of the encounter. Whenever Tie Interceptor prototype uses an ability, if the target did not have Pursue Target, Ruthless expires and Pursue Target is removed from all remaining enemies. Tie Interceptor prototype can ignore taunt effects when targeting enemies with Pursue Target. Ruthless, what does it do? 15% critical chance, 20% critical damage, and 30% offense. Nice. Pursue Target, when Tie Interceptor prototype targets this unit with an ability during its turn, it gains 40% turn meter. Tie Interceptor prototype must target a unit with this or a taunt effect and can ignore taunt effects to target this unit. Hardware, how predictable. Final text, if all allies are Empire, Inquisitorious, or Sith, dispel buffs on all enemies and apply target lock and buff immunity for 2 turns. Dispel debuffs on all Empire, Inquisitorious, and Sith allies. Unique prototype design. Final text, whenever an Empire, Inquisitorious, or Sith ally reinforces, Tie Interceptor prototype gains foresight whenever Interceptor critically hits an enemy. If all enemies are Empire, Inquisitor, or Sith, the allied capital ship gains 5% turn meter. So there you go. Now, I will say, with what I've seen from this ship, it is definitely a reinforcement ship. It is not a starting lineup ship.
Especially with the tie changes, right?
Yes,
the tie advance changes.
Please put this as a reinforcement. And I can say as a reinforcement, this is a fantastic ship. I love this ship to death. It is awesome. It really makes Empire really gross now. It comes off, it does all the stuff that I just read, and then it starts doing its thing, especially you see with the Ruthless Pursuit. This is a really dope-ass ship. I think that it is... We got to wait 3 months before we can fully see it, but I could tell you just from my initial thoughts on it, it's worth getting. I think the ship does a lot for the Empire. It really helps it match up well against, for instance, Galactic Republic, Kenobi fleets. It can do quite well there. So yeah, I think it's a dope ass ship. Any thoughts you want to add on this, Crumb? Because it's a pretty damn good ship, man.
No, I think you covered a lot of it. I mean, it obviously it synergizes with target lock a bunch, and that's a squad that cares about, or a fleet that cares about that a lot. The unique is very, very strong. I mean, also just gaining 40% turn meter when you attack, the pursued target, like it's going to go a lot. It also gives the capital ship turn meter. It does a lot, but yeah, I'd say, obviously it is designed to come in as a reinforcement ship most ideally. I mean, you could use it on the front line if you didn't have any better options, but I'd say you're most likely to use it.
I didn't have
reinforcements.
I didn't have good success on the front line.
Yeah.
It just comes in, it removes buffs, it debuffs, it does all this crazy stuff. The foresight goes all over the place. It just makes the Empire just able to punch heavier, and I like it a lot. So, We'll go through the questions here in a few minutes, guys. I'll do a few questions here, but we're just trying to get through the news. So the other thing is we got the Leia Omicron. Ooh, what's this? Another Omicron? Let's look at it.
We talk about the ship?
Oh, well, Thane, I don't know if you wanted to say anything. Go ahead.
Well, you didn't ask me.
Well, you never talk, man. You just go quiet, and then Dan, you do this all the time, dude. All right, what are your thoughts on the TIE Interceptor there, Thane?
No, it looks good. I like the changes to Vader. Historically, Tarkin's the better fleet commander, so I'm really interested with that reduction in cooldowns. It's probably going to be a really, really potent ship. I'm really looking forward to testing out the new ship. Actually, it's interesting. It has some potential for making the executor counter with malevolence a lot easier since it comes in and cleanses. So I'm interested to see you play around with that and see if you can make it a little less RNG dependent.
All right. Good insights from the JC Whisperer as well. All right, let's get your thoughts on this then, Thane. I'll let you go first this time. We have a new Omicron for Princess Leia Organa.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah, let me read it out, and then you give your insights here. So this is a Grand Arena GAC Omicron. Whenever Leia attacks, she has a 55% chance to grant all rebel allies retribution for 2 turns, and 55% chance to grant all rebel allies tenacity up for 2 turns, and all other rebel allies recover 5% health and protection. Now, my initial thought is could we put this with Akbar and Rolo and them, right? Okay. They get some tenacity, get some retribution. Then I'm like, wait a minute. What if I put this on CLS? Sweet mother, wholesome goodness, Thane. Holy upright nipples, Batman. This got me turned on. My first instinct was Akbar. The protection regeneration with CLS would be nice. For sure. But yeah, my first instinct was pairing her up with the new Akbar Omicron. That was my first inclination, because you can get a fast enough team behind her and just constantly keep assisting and constantly keep going. You can get like Turret Bays in there. Another person. It's got potential. I don't know how well it would do in the end game, but for like mid game players and stuff, it's got potential. Well, I was thinking about this is whenever Leia attacks, she has a better than 50% chance. In CLS, they're constantly calling each other, right? So I'm like, oh my god, they could have constant tenacity and retribution up, which is already gross already on that team. That's going to make CLS even a little bit more delicious. I'm really thinking about this Omicron, man. I'm for CLS. I mean, we all have Leia sitting there at some level, right? She's just, Crom, I gotta say, man, the Omicrons sometimes they're really delicious. This is a delicious Omicron, Crom. I'm digging this, man.
Good. That's good to hear. I know there was a clarification we had on this kit as well that Doja posted below here at some point, but really? the question that came up was like, Akbar's new Omicron cares about debuffs buffs expiring, right? And if you're re-upping that tenacity up every turn, are you ever going to get that bonus from it? Is the question, or the speculation that it's not going to work that way? Well, the way buffs work is a little bit odd in our game, where is like if you get say tenacity up on turn 1, and then you get tenacity up again somehow during your second turn. During turn 3, that first tenacity up will expire. It will still look like you have tenacity up, but the buffs actually stack on top of each other, hidden in the background. You don't see those stacks of tenacity because it's a static effect. If you have any 1 or more stacks of it, you're just going to get the tenacity up. It's not going to the effect itself doesn't stack up, but the buff
itself does.
It does, which is a weird distinction to make. But essentially, what it means is you're still going to get that the Adder bar Omicron to trigger at the expire of every single one of those buffs, but you'll still keep that like tenacity up for the second duration as well. So it'll look like it never disappears, but you'll see it trigger and do its whole thing.
Good.
So
yeah, good stuff there.
It does work with the Adder bar lead. That was like, some people were saying, oh, it might not work as well because it doesn't refresh the buffs, or the refreshing the buffs might screw that up, but that is not the case.
I'm sure that once it gets out there in TV land, Chrome, the people, the Pepples will let us know about it. But no, I really thought about this when I read this earlier today. I was like, just thinking about that on CLS, which is a gross enough team as is. Because I can move 3PO somewhere else and be like, yeah, Leia, get in there, do some good work, because she's going to do that call assist, and she can hit hard. Once she's Relic, she hits hard, especially under the CLS leadership and everything that's going on with that team. So that could be a really powerhouse team, because you get Han shooting first, Leia starts doing that, starts stacking tenacity and retribution. So yeah, could make CLS even more of a pain in the ass to deal with on offense and defense. So. All right, I saw what you did there, Fourth Okage. We're not, until we get a bunch of more ships, we're not getting 3 fleets on defense. GAC, stop saying it.
It makes sense. I've been asking for a year now.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
For K1, for like us at the high end.
I'm K1, no.
Like I said, us at the high end of K1, it makes sense.
We need more ships. All right, let me see here. All right, I think that's all the news. The other thing that I did want to discuss before we do a few questions, and we're going to go do some GAC on a Wednesday night with you awesome and amazing folks, is let's talk Lord Vader here. Boy, oh boy, we had some posts today. It's under dev announcement. So we've had a couple posts about Lord Vader here recently. There's one here that was posted like in the middle of the night for me. It was like early, like 1:43 a.m. I was like, what is happening? I didn't even see this. This was from Doja Fed as well. We are aware of potential balance issues involving Lord Vader after a recent fix. Lord Vader's my new Empire leader ability was applying critical hit immunity to all enemies instead of the target ally.
All allies.
Yeah. We are investigating if this merits any change, and we'll let you know in advance if changes are coming. This is in addition.
Wait.
Can I finish reading?
Wait. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
This is in addition to the investigation that we posted about previously here, which is the interaction with, I know Doc of Zombies one. There's been a few things with Lord Vader, man. Let's just lump it all together here, Crom. There's a lot going on with Lord Vader right now, buddy. Oh my God. There's a lot happening with him. Any insights or thoughts you can give the community? I know you can't go into specifics or anything, but like, you know, from what you're seeing, from what's being posted here, it sounds like there's some issues with Vader that you guys are trying to figure out, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the matchups and seeing how it's trending over time as well. You know, we've got some good data on Lord Vader now, and the squads. You know, we just want to make sure that they're performing at the level they should be. I think after this recent change, I think was also kind of hurt Vader a little bit further here, and I think there's potential we make changes. But again, like all these. Whenever we repost this kind of stuff, it is to just give you guys an update saying, hey, we're investigating this and we may take action. We may also not take action, but we want to at least let you know that it's something that we're actively thinking about. And so at least you know if that change is coming, that you can be aware and make decisions. Yeah, you're not surprised it's coming, or you've made a lot of investments based on this kind of thing with your resources because of this interaction. So yeah, I mean, we just want to try to be as transparent as possible that, hey, like we're looking into this stuff, just letting you guys know with every time it gets to a point where we're like, hey, yeah, we've confirmed that we're looking into this in depth and we've got people assigned to it, then we'll try and let you guys know that, hey, there's an active investigation going on, and we'll let you know what happens before we make any changes.
There you go. All right.
So let me get this straight. So he was giving crit hit immunity to the entire team when he was only supposed to give it to one character. Is that what I'm reading?
He was supposed to give it to target ally, and he was giving it to the entire squad of allies, his whole allies.
Okay, so if that gets fixed, Kylo Ren is just gonna walk through Vader.
Yeah, he is.
Because the only reason that Kylo needs Daka Zombie is so that he's survivable enough to ramp up But if he can now crit 3 out of the 5 characters, he's going to ramp up his ultimate and charge up faster. So he's going to be able to just walk through Vader if you guys fix that.
So that's already fixed. That's already live right now.
Yeah. So, yay. That's what they're looking at.
All right, good. Yeah, so Lord Vader's definitely not going on defense anymore. So that's.
Well, until they
he
fix
got relegated to offense.
Yeah, the old offense with Lord Vader there, boy. It'll be pretty good.
He can. Yeah, he can solo. Maybe I don't even know what he can do. We'll see what he can do on offense. But
all right,
I might take him off a ring.
All right, let's do a few questions here, and then what we're going to do is we are going to let's get a close up of this Punim, this amazing Punim of Crumb. There he is with his meow meow background. There's the Crumb. Huzzah! Let's do a few questions here, and then we're going to go jump over to Crumb's stream and do some GC. We'll do Crumb's and then we'll do mine, and we'll see. We've got a really good strategy. We remodded Crumb. Things are going quite well for Crumb, and we'll talk about it on his channel. Okay. A couple questions here, and then we'll start wrapping it up. I got a shorter stream, but we're not stop streaming. We're just stopping this stream because we're going to go do more fun stuff on other channels. So there you go. A fun-filled Wednesday night. Let's see here. Who's the first one? Fatality V2. What's your opinion of the Conquest Feats Ranger? Definitely a step in the right direction, but please poke Crom. Oh, we did that already. 14 battles. All right, Crom, I'm poked there. We poked about the 14 battles. Ogie D. Question: in last GSC, first, second, and third place, me were tied at 2 wins. What is the reason for me finishing third, and I beat the only person that had 2 wins at the start of the final round? Crumb? Well, I don't know. First, second, and third, that's impossible. You mean second, third, and fourth. I think that's what you mean, because there's only one person that goes 3-0. I mean, either you finish 2 or 4. I don't think it makes a difference with like your rewards, because whether I finish 2 or 4, it's the
same bracket.
It's the same bracket, right? You get the same rewards each person, right? Does it make a difference in any of the points for SP at all?
I think, your win-loss rate does matter, but I don't think your final position in there is going to affect it necessarily. I'd have to double check on that, but it shouldn't matter. Is my initial thought on that.
That being said, is there any reason why someone? Like, I've had this happen before where I get to the finals. It's like me and the only other person that's undefeated. We beat the crap out of each other. One of us wins or loses, but I lost. But instead of getting second place, I get fourth. How does that? That's like, I think what he's asked. How does that happen, right? Like, was it based off overall total points you had in the 3 rounds, or is there some?
Yeah, I think it's based off score, and if obviously if there's a win-loss differentiation, that you'll be in the different tiers, but inside that group, I think it's based on win-loss score, and then GP, I think, is the final piece of that. I can't remember, though. Yeah, this is just me trying to remember. I don't remember the system well enough to give you a solid answer on that, but I believe that's the case. Okay,
there we go. Pretty simple. A couple more here. Really, Nathan H? What is the proper note for Ewok glider in space? Get out of here.
Cantina 12E.
There you go. Haha, see? Crumb knew. What else? 3 question, Crumb. With the Interceptor being kind of a big deal, would you say that 2022 will be the year of the ship? Oh, for God's sakes, not this again. I made that mistake last year. I am not opening that was the one prediction I got wrong last year.
So what do you think, Ranger? This year of the ship or no?
Jesus Christ, you're going to put me on. I can't predict now because I know things, right? So even if you're like...
It's true.
I can't even make any... My days of predicting anything are over, right? Because I already know the answer. So that'd be kind of counterproductive. Like, wow, that Ranger sure predicts everything right. He's a beta tester. Oh, well, that seems counterproductive. So, yeah. I'll leave it to someone else to make that claim. Because me and Crown, we all know what's coming and not coming. And I'm not going to say one way or the other. But I will not put my ass on the line again and say it'll be the year of the ship. Because I got overexcited and it didn't work out. All right, Mr. Bone, question. What Lord Vader ability targets an ally? Or is it passive? I'd have to look at his kit to get specific.
Yeah, I don't remember his kit specifically.
Maybe we'll have our crack research team, and by that I mean Thane, answer this one. Thane, any response? He's not even there. He's eating tacos or something. Are you eating, Thane? He's not even there. Way to go. All right, Maximus Crumb, any insight to when we were getting the second phase of the gear update?
We should have. I mean, we're gonna follow up on that soon. We should have probably more to say in the next road ahead or something like that around that time. But yeah, it's something we've brought up again, being like, hey, where's the next step of that? When can we start talking about it? And as soon as we can, we'll let you know.
And I'm going to jump in before they do. When's the road ahead or State of the Galaxy? Anytime soon, TM-ish? Any thoughts on when you guys might put some information on that? Because I get constantly bombarded with that question. I figure I get it from the horse's mouth. Yeah, you can't say when, right? I mean, it comes when
I wish it could.
Come. Yeah, so just, can we say be patient? Would that be a good one to say be patient?
Or soon TM, pick your poison.
Just hang tight, folks. All right.
It looks like, just going through the kit, I think it's from the My New Empire said passive part of that, where it says while below 80% can't be critically hit. That was applying to the entire squad as opposed to just the individual.
Gotcha. All right. So I think that covers any other questions. We just, I'm seeing when's the next road ahead, when's the State of the Galaxy. It'll happen when it happens, guys. Just be patient.
You're like, let's take it. I'm not here to make announcements, guys. Sorry.
He can't do that. Well, first of all, he works for the company. He can't make announcements until they're ready. Second of all, I can't make an announcement because I'm under NDA. So any future stuff, when it comes to future stuff, we can't. He won't. Well, he can get away with it. I can't definitely not get away with it. So, we know things, we just can't. We can't be specific because until they're. Well, you can say it's a poor answer, but I mean, if you were in our position, Kazir, you'd be in the same position. You can't until they're ready to put it out. They're not going to give you a date on it. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, so. I'd love for Chrome to be able to come on here and say, yeah, next week we'll have something for you. They're not ready. And when they're ready, they'll put it out there. So, just the way it is. I mean, sorry. Question from Janet Baker. Are you going to round out the other fleets? Oh, God. We can neither confirm or deny any answer responding to that question, Janet. How did you get a picture of my cat? Did you... That's a good question, Chrome. Whose cat is that?
So this is a guy who I don't remember his name, which is unfortunate, but he took a bunch of very well-known classical paintings and replaced it with his giant fat cat.
Okay.
There's some really, really great ones. Of course, we've got Dolly, something like that. We got, of course, the diner. The feast, of course, is a classic here. We got lots of them.
Oh my God!
But pick your poison. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if you can see this one.
I can see it.
My head's in the way. There you
go. Jeez, oh my God!
Oh, this one's also really good. It's one of my favorites.
God. All right, last thing we'll go with here, and then we're gonna go do some GAC. Maximus question, Crum. I want to say, this is more of a statement than a question. I want to say thank you for being more active in the community. It goes a long way, and thank you for everything you do for the community. So
thank you, thanks, Maximus.
Very nice. All right, God, that cat's killing me right now, dude.
That's great.
He's looking over. Meow 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 meow. Oh my God, dude. You're a legend.
It's Whistler's mother, I think, is this one.
Oh God. God.
Oh, here we go. This one's one of my favorites.
Oh no. Oh no. Wow.
There you go.
That's crazy. All right. So quick stream tonight. We just wanted to get the news out there for you guys. And if you're new to RSG, we do streams all the time. We'll be back tomorrow for the lunch stream. We stream a lot, Monday through Friday from 12 to whenever I decide to get done. Sometimes we go 3-4 hours, especially on Tuesdays. And then Saturday we'll have the Jedi Academy with all the content creators talking about the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news. And that's a straight Q&A show. So those are questions that the content creators will take on directly and give you the best answer they can about GAC or anything that's happening in their game, give you their thoughts and opinions. So I encourage you guys, 10 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. And then Thursday night will be the GA Center with me and, of course, the co-hosts and other hosts of the Escape Podcast channel. We'll do the GA Center with me and Nev. So you can go check that out as well. So what we're going to do now is let me pull up your Twitch channel. I'm just gonna link it in there, Crumb, just so people have it.
I'll go live seconds after we end here.
That's fine. So we'll do this. Let me just pull up. Let me find it real quick, and then I'll put it in the chat for everybody. So we'll just go over there, and you guys can come watch. Well, if it'll let me. Why are you doing this, Twitch? Why you being like this? Yo, why you being like this? I know I follow the channel. God dang. All right, here we go. We'll pop this into the chat. Those are not Ahsoka's personal bodyguards. We can only imagine. Meow, meow. All right, so we're going to go jump over to Crumb. So thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Again, shorter stream. We're going to go do some GAC. So we ain't stopping the streaming fun. We're just going over to Crumb's channel to do some GAC and hang out with you awesome people. So there's the link. Check it out. And if you need me for anything, hit me up in Discord. Discord's linked in the description below, along with all our other information that you can find out about RSG. And with that, any last words there, Chromosaurus?
Thanks for having me on. Happy to hang out and hear the news. It's good to hear you guys' feedback. So thanks for asking the hard-hitting questions. Appreciate it.
That's right. So everyone have a great rest of your night. Let's go hang out with Crumb. So I'll see you guys over on Twitch, and we will see you guys in a couple minutes. Peace out.